Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. In breaking news, the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has called an election. He's visited the Governor-General to dissolve Parliament this morning and set the date for May 3. Delivering an address to the nation this hour, he says it's been a difficult term.
In uncertain times, we cannot decide the challenges that we will face, but we can determine how we respond. Our government has chosen to face global challenges the Australian way.
A Raymond Terrace man has been charged over his role in a scheme to import $91 million worth of methamphetamine from China. Border Force found the illicit substance inside 4 boxes labelled universal transmission gears, which were bound for a storage facility in Sydney's west. AFP officers say they noticed 49-year-old Justin Crooks enter the facility and handle the boxes before later arresting him at his Raymond Terrace home. He's facing Penrith Local Court today. If convicted, he faces a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. There are claims coal-dependent communities in the Hunter are being unfairly burdened with propping up the state budget. Upper Hunter MP Dave Lazell is criticising the government for axing the Resources to Regions Fund, which gave communities reliable revenue to address local issues and build basic infrastructure. He says these communities are expected to generate $5 billion in coal royalties this year alone.
Coal is a big export for New South Wales, and that's why the Hunter continues to work to prop up the state budget. But at the same time, there's a lot of costs on the community.
Police are stepping up the search for a teenager who's gone missing from Bolton Point. 14-year-old Jai Wilton was last seen on Monday night wearing pyjama pants, no shirt and Nike TN shoes. Police and family are concerned for his welfare due to his age. We've posted Jai's photo on the 2NURFM Hunter News Facebook page. There's a fresh call for a memorial to be committed to survivors of clergy abuse in Newcastle. Amid concerns, plans have been shelved, even as debate on where it should be located drags on. Some say one should be built at what once was the epicentre of abuse at the Sacred Heart Cathedral in Hamilton, but others say survivors might be further distressed by having to visit the church to see it. Clergy Abuse Survivors Chair Robert O'Toole says he's concerned an agreement to construct it may have fallen through.
It should be seen by the public if it's in the grounds of the cathedral. Survivors won't go there. There was an agreement between the Catholic Church and the Anglicans to fund a public memorial. They would share the cost of creating it and the council would provide the site. And I don't think there's been any discussions for quite a long time.
There's been another earthquake reported in the Upper Hunter this week, this time near Singleton. Geoscience Australia says the 3.1 magnitude quake struck just before midnight to a depth of 4 kilometres. The epicentre was within the Mount Thorley Warkworth mine site, just south of the Golden Highway. There are no reports of damage. Another smaller quake measuring 2.3 on the Richter scale hit inside the Werrikata State Conservation Area, north of Quarraballong on Tuesday night. And SES volunteers and community members who assisted with flood rescues during the Hunter Valley flood of 2022 are eligible to nominate for the Premier's Flood Emergency Citation. It's been announced this morning to recognise the extraordinary efforts of community groups, Defence Force personnel and individuals who played a role in responding to flood emergencies across New South Wales between 2021 and 2023. Nominations for the citation can be made by going to the Premier's Department Citation webpage.
2NURFM Sport.
The Jets' season could be on the line tonight when they go head-to-head with Macarthur at Campbelltown Stadium. After a poor start to the season, the club is now an outside chance of breaking into the top 6 on the back of a recent 7-game unbeaten run. Defender Alexander Shushniar says the club is focused on their own position on the ladder rather than the results of other teams.
Look at certain games and hope they get the results we need. And some games we're happy with the results, some we're not, but we just got to focus on ourselves.
Curry coach Paul Stringer is hoping for improvements across the park when the side hosts Central in tomorrow's Newcastle Rugby League trial. The Bulldogs came back from 24-6 down to defeat Souths in their previous trial last weekend. Meanwhile, former Indigenous All-Star Albert Kelly has signed with the Goannas for the upcoming season. And the Newcastle Falcons will open their NBL 1 East campaign tomorrow night when they host the Sydney Comets. That's sport. I'm Jack Seymour.
And the winning numbers in Powerball are 7, 9, 11, 13, 17, 21 and 24, and the Powerball is 11. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.